If we speak about the product itself, that is named Microsoft Intune, okay? There can be various names for this. Someone call it endpoint management, someone call it Microsoft Intune, some people may be calling it Intune only, some people will be calling it, UEM, that is Unified Endpoint Management. So if you see any kind of words over here like this, don't get confused. It is Intune only. So now, uh, we will be like as per the description I got from the vendor, you would be needing help or needing knowledge on the basis of like basically on the devices migration and testing. Okay. So as we spoke on the demo session, I do you remember I told you something about this agent SCCM, right? So SCCM, we are not going to be studying SCCM at all because that is not relevant at all. Okay. Don't think that if you don't know SCCM, you will not be able to understand Intune. It's not the case. It's not required. Okay. So now allow me to introduce. There is one thing called Intune portal. I told you as well, right? Yeah. Now I will show you how does it look like the Intune portal. This is it. You can see Microsoft Intune Admin Center. So why I am showing you this? Because once you will be familiar with the portal once, okay, then it will be easy to understand what I will be saying on the call. Okay. So first of all, make one note. Whatever activities you are going to perform on Intune will be performed on this portal. Okay. This is the portal. This is my test account. I have logged in with that. So once we go to this portal, we'll click on these three lines and this will be the section. This basically presents us a kind of catalog, what things we can do, what things we can manage from this portal. So our focus, there are a lot of things written. Don't get confused. Our main focus will be these two. The one devices, then below that apps, and then the users section. That's it. Okay. Now,
Devices and apps.
yeah, devices, apps, and users. So, from tomorrow, I will create one account for you as well. Okay, that will be
Okay.
your test tenant. So you, in your free time, you can also have a look on that, scroll through, get to know the portal. Okay.
Okay.
So today's activity, I will tell you the most simple and most basic one, but one of the most important things as well. If we will come to the portal and we will scroll down here and we will create on users. So suppose in your organization, there comes a task or an assignment that you have to create a new Intune user. Okay,
Okay.
that will be the requirement. So in order to perform that requirement, what what you will have to do, you will have to come you will have to come on this portal. You will have to click on these three lines, and then you will click on the users. Once you will click on users, there will be a lot of options. Remember, in order to create a new user, you will click here, new user.
Okay.
Once you will click on new user, there will be two options. One is create new user. So our task was already mentioned that we have to create a new user. We will click on the create new user. Now, whatever sections have asterisk marks on them, those are mandatory to fill. Okay. So First thing which we will have to provide while creating a new user would be user principal name. Some places this thing will be written as UPN. So UPN is nothing but the user principal name. So it basically gives us what will be the name shown on the portal of the user which we creating. Okay. So suppose we are just creating a user named John. Okay. John, and then the domain will be automatically appearing whatever your organization's tenant will be there. Like suppose mine is subir.m at the rate serviceit.onmicrosoft.com. Okay.
Okay.
So the domain will be coming automatically. But if you have multiple domains like I have, then there will be a scroll button as well, like in which domain you want to create the user, in which directory you want to create the user. Okay. So right now I am working in Service IT India. So I'll be creating on this domain. So now I have given the UPN as John at the rate serviceitindia.on Microsoft.com. Now the mail nickname already appeared here. Whatever UPN you will give here in the first section, it will be automatically populating in the mail nickname. Suppose in place of John, if we'll give Mike, it will be coming as Mike. Or if can give Lita, then the Lita would be there. Okay. So now John have come. Now display name. Again, it can be same or it can be different. Password will be auto generated if we click on this one, auto generate password. If we do not click on the auto generate password, then you can create a password as on your wish, whatever it can be, like something like okay. Now we will click on review and next. Again, only the details. John. If there is a last name, you can give Martin. User. Now there is an important thing to look here. User type section is important because this will decide what kind of user you are creating. Okay.
Okay.
So is it going to be a guest user or it is going to be a member of your organization? So suppose the requirement comes that I need a test user for 1 day or 2 days or 1 week. So what do you think? Which category it will fall into?
I guess.
Guest, correct. So it will depend on the requirement, which kind of user you have to create. So currently I am creating on the member only because I want John Martin because suppose John Martin has just joined my organization and I have to in order to and we are doing all these things just to get John his accesses to the company accounts, like company emails and company Microsoft Teams and company exchange and everything. Okay. So John has
Huh.
just joined. So that is why I'm keeping him as a member. Okay. Then this is the job information. What department John is into? What is the company name department? What is the employee ID of the John? This all is up to you. If you want to fill that, you can. Otherwise, you can skip it. Anyways, okay. Contact information is also not necessary. Parental controls, everything is not necessary. Now we'll click on next. Okay. Now here comes and very important part. Like Intune, or if we speak about, I told you in the demo call as well that there would be two kind of directories. Like if we use SCCM, then that was on-premise Active Directory, right? And if we use Intune, there would be Azure Active Directory. So Active Directory is nothing we can say as an example of, you remember in old days we used to have a directory for phone numbers, right? On the basis of numbers, like every people's number would be written in that directory alphabetically, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So just consider Active Directory as same as the phone directory. Okay. So in Active Directory, there would be groups, some groups, multiple multiple groups. Okay. So we had to make sure that we know in which group we need to put the user. Suppose one organization have a finance department, HR department, okay, IT department. So there would be three different groups in that organization. So we have to create three different groups in the Active Directory also, because we do not want the members to be mixed, right? If suppose we want to get the information of someone from the HR department, we will just go to the HR group and we'll take out the details. So same is going to be here also. John, suppose John is joining, like suppose like right now, yeah. Suppose John is joining from the AD team. So I am going to select AD sync admin groups and I will click on OK. What that will do, that will add John in this particular group. Okay. Likewise, if we want to add a specific role to the John, suppose I want John to be an artificial intelligence administrator. So I will give that role to John. Then I will click on next. Now everything is fine. There would be a button named create. Once we will create, so successfully user created John. Now if we will just try to find John, then John's name would be there, right?
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So this was the most basic operation which can come in Tunes department. So any doubt till now?